Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Rye. Let me holler at you real quick. Lay it to rest, my friend. It's time for you to lay who you used to be to rest. Lay all your traumas to rest. Lay all your fears to rest. Lay your past to rest. Lay your mistakes to rest. You're born again and you're born anew. Understand that you are not who you used to be and you already atoned for past mistakes. There's no point in beating yourself up anymore. You're not scared anymore and you're not living in fear anymore. It's not even about just past mistakes. It's simply about being afraid. It's simply about your insecurities. Lay them all the rest as well. It's not even about your traumas. It's not even about that. It's about you're a whole new person and you're ready to take on anything that's in front of you. Any negative experiences you're facing now, whether it was the negative experience from your past, the negative experience that you're facing right now, and the negative things that you will come in contact with or negative people you'll come in contact with in your future. You're laying it all to rest. It has to go. There's no point in looking back and thinking, man, they disrespected me. They did this, and that. It doesn't matter. They're gonna get theirs. In the end, you will win. In the end, you will overcome. In the end, you will prosper. In the end, you will survive. You will not just survive, you will live. There's more to life than just surviving or being on defense mode and worrying about what other people are saying or doing. You can't truly live life to the fullest if you're always on defense. So understand that when you lay that to rest, you laying whatever's been gnawing at your spirit, you laying to rest whatever that's been gnawing on you personally in your heart and your worries, all that, it's all gone. You're shedding your skin and becoming a whole new person. That's what it's all about. Yes, you're still you at your core. Yes, you still like the things you like. You are who you are. There's nothing wrong with you, who you fundamentally are at your core. I'm talking about we getting rid of the bad parts and we making something anew. Understand that you can't take that person or who used to be with you into your new avenue. You're going to be in new avenues and you're going to be, moving around with new people. You're going to be meeting new people. You're going to be breaking bread with higher end individuals. And you can't take that person with you. And not only that, you don't want to, because you didn't have fun living like that. You didn't have fun worrying about looking over your shoulder. You didn't have fun and you couldn't truly let your hair down and be loose. You couldn't have fun because you was always worried about, I gotta do this, or what if this happens, or what if that happens. You was always worrying about the next thing instead of enjoying the moment, living in the moment. That's why you have to let it rest. It's over now. You're safe. And your mindset has to be that you're safe, because in order to truly be safe, and in order to truly create a pathway for you to feel safe and secure, is to act like that, is to behave in that way, is to trust the process that it's going to be that way. That's why we have to lay it to rest. It has to go. And like I said, you're holding on to whoever you used to be, because if you get rid of that, you feel like you have nothing left. You feel like that whatever that was a part of you, and if you get rid of that, you have nothing. But that's the further thing from the truth, because understand that while you're laying that to rest, you're bringing something up. You're rising something else up that's inside of you that's new. You're whole again. You're going through your rebirth into something better. You are developing and blossoming into something more. So don't think that if you let go of something, just because you let go of something or rid of something, then that means you have nothing. Even if you feel that way in the moment, trust the process and understand that you are working to something greater. That's why you're doing what you're doing, because you're working to something greater, to be better, to feel better. So just lay it all to rest. Just let it go. Even if you don't have nothing right now, or you feel like you have nothing right now, because we always have something. Our minds trick us into thinking that we don't have it. Because if the evil spirit, if the enemy could trick you into, if you get rid of that person, or if you do that, then you have nothing, then you'll hold on to it. It's a trick. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing people that he doesn't exist. He will counterfeit your blessing. So understand that. Okay, a lot, even toxic people, this, any toxic family member, friend, or relationship, they'll say, you're nothing without me. You're nothing without me. They're trying to seep that into your mind, because if you finally rise up and realize that if you got you, that's all you need. If you ain't got nobody else, you got you. If they biggest fear is you realize that you can stand on your own. Why do you think they trying to keep you so close to them? Because they need you more than you need them. So if you lay them to rest and lay all your past, your traumas, your hurt, your pain, your sadness, if you lay it all to rest, that means that includes them. And now you walking on your own, talking on your own, striving on your own, surviving and living on your own, loving on your own, creating, being passionate and affectionate on your own. What happens to them? They're afraid. They're afraid, and they convinced you that you should be afraid to keep them. See this, understand this. Is that love? Is that love? Them telling you that if you ain't got them, then you're nothing? That's why they're trying to convince you that. So understand that if you lay it all to rest and you survive on your own, if you realize that you can stand on your own 2 feet on your own, no one can stop you. No one can step to you. But here's the thing. When you get your power, you're going to use it for good things. You're going to use it to spread love, spread positivity. You're not going to use your power to topple over others. Just like their power that's not real, it's fake, it's not authentic, it's not real, because they create they get their power from fear, from hate. It's not real, it's not organic. Yours is. So when you lay that all to rest, that's when you reclaim what was rightfully yours. You reclaim what was already, but you know. So understand, once you do that, you laid all the rest, your pain, your struggles, your traumas, you got you. You rising up. Once you realize that you got you and all you need is you, and you decide who your tribe is, who you want to keep in your life. So that's why they trying to keep you so close. Because if you lay the rest, they're gone too. And they're just as afraid. Remember, they are as scared just as much as you are. But their fear is real. Your fear is misplaced out of, oh, I can't stand up on my own. Why do you think you can't? Because someone told you couldn't. See this, you have to understand how powerful you are, and you have to understand how evil these spirits are. They convinced you that you can't stand on your own. Picture this. Have you ever tried to stand on your own? No, you haven't, because they convinced you that you couldn't. Try. You'll realize the whole entire time, wow, I could stand on my own the whole entire time. They beat into your mind into submission that you couldn't stand, so you believed it. So you never tried at all. And then once you tried, you're like, whoa, I got it. See? That's why you lay it to rest. If you lay those insecurities to rest, if you lay that sadness to rest, if you lay that hurt to rest, no one can convince you otherwise that you aren't the one. No one can convince you otherwise that you aren't the best. No one, if your mind is strong and your mind has a force field around it, no one can convince you that you can't do anything. No one can seep doubt into your mind. Remember, it's better to do bad on your own than to do bad with somebody else. Because even if you're doing bad on your own, at least that's on you. You're not allowing anyone else to dictate the decisions that you make or how to feel, how to talk, how to walk. Reclaim your autonomy, reclaim your strength, and lay it all to rest. Become born again, rebirth into something new. Remember, holding on to that isn't getting you anywhere. This is all part of your journey. This is all part of the process. This is all part of becoming better. And everything will fall into place after that. But hey, it's right. Like, comment, and subscribe. We here every day. Thank you, family. And remember, you got this, homie. It's already yours.